Hello everyone, Kevin from K-Tech Services, back again for another educational digitizing video. Today's video is going to be under single line satin stitch, um, of the kind of the part series that I've been doing on column 1 and column 2, and now with single line input satin stitch. Okay, so got our basic graphic up again. Just working with Design Shop version 12 Professional. Okay. And for this video, editor, vector, and professional, you should be able to do this. Okay. All right. Let's get started. So, obviously, if you checked out the video on column 1 and column 2, this is for single line input. Now, single line input is a great tool feature, but it's, first off, it's pretty much meant for uh, the same width. Doing this bottom one and like the O, it's not going to do it as well if because it has different lengths in the O. And the other tools are going to be better for that in a way. The E and the A, I don't know if I actually would, but I'm going to show to you what you could use it for, and then you'll have to kind of judge how that works. Okay, just under tools and options, on my preferences, I have all my icons set to large. I have my auto scroll set to 7. I am running full screen crosshairs. Of course, you can check that out or see what kind of different crosshairs. I do have mine set to the Digitrack days. So when I do that's basically a crosshair Digitrack functionality. But there's different cursors, however you want to have yours set to. You can play with those as your leisure. Okay, let's get started. So, single line input actually has 3 different versions. If you hold down the flyout here and stuff like that, you have center, you have left, and you have right. So depending on if you're doing it from the right side or the left side or from center. But in this case, we're just going to do left. Okay, we're just going to go to the left here. And I mean, as before, we the column 1 we did left to right, even points. Column 2 we did on the side, but this one I'm just going to go on the left side, one click, enter, and now it's asking me for a width on the bottom there. It's asking for 2 points of the width. So we go 1 point, and then now the diamond's much wider. Okay, and that's how simple column or excuse me, single line input works. Okay, and you just go, you can go to the right side, now center. Center's hard to judge in this, but the beauty part is you can actually change this on the fly if I want it, because right now it says single line left. I could change that to I can go to the single line input. I can double click inside the property element, go to a single line, change it to center, which then is going to move it to the center of what we had those points set to. The right side to the other side. Like, you could do custom. You could adjust to how far left or right you want it to go, which it's very cool that you could do that. But we're just going to keep it to the left because that's what we did it. Now the square, you can go single line left, and it again. I'm gonna do. Let's see. I'm actually gonna do it in the inside. I'm just gonna measure left click. Look at now. To do this, you must connect it. You can't just cheat. I go up in there and lay another point from the first point that you did. Okay, and then 2 things. You can enter it. Is you can enter again, and I'll do a call, or I can do imaginary line here, and how thick it is, and voila. So that you can kind of get the idea. I can come down here and go left click, right click for a curve, and then left click, and then I'm done. I can actually hit the enter twice, and then I'll do now. Granted, okay, now that's actually the wrong because we as a left, but that's easy enough. Double click on it, go to single line, change it to our right side, hit apply, and now it'll be more to what you were kind of trying to copy. The O doesn't really work because it's different widths and stuff. There's other tools, and even this one's going to be a problem with single line. But you could do the other ones with single line. Obviously, there's going to be other tools, but I just kind of wanted to show you. I mean, single line has a purpose, but I mean, there's only a certain artwork that or pieces that you can do this with properly. I mean, you could do the S with this, to be honest. Let's go ahead and do a left, and oops, let me go ahead and click that on. And then right, you can with your keyboard. When you're in the mode and stuff like that, the digitizing mode, the plus sign and the minus sign on your keyboard will actually control the zoom for you. and I'm going to go start with the straight. I'm going to go on the outside of the of that artwork. Just choose one or the other, inside or outside, because it's awfully thick, and I'm just going to outline this S. Now, like I said, this can be done, but I probably would use a different tool for this. To be honest, I wouldn't use single line, and then I'm done there. I can enter, and then I can give it a width. I can go left click and left click. The diamond's going to be bigger, and see how quickly. I mean, look at that, just freaking awesome. But so the single line, like I said, single line center, left or right, you can adjust it. It has its purpose, but it's not meant for everything. Like I said, the O and this part here wouldn't be a proper choice for this tool. But this video was real quick. I just wanted to kind of give the rough basics of a single line input, and that's it. Please, if you haven't checked out the other column one, column two, and then complex, check those out, because the next one's going to be coming up fairly soon. I appreciate you for stopping by. Please give a thumbs up or subscribe to the channel, and so you get the newer videos. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you for stopping by.